Hi, my name is Nikki Piscavages, and this is my project too. So first, I will be sharing my screen so I can present with a PowerPoint presentation. All right, hold on one second. Go. Hold on one second. Okay. Social inequality among the mentally ill and addicted. 10% of the world's population is affected by one of a wide range of mental disorders. In 2010, 700 million people had a mental illness. This does not include those who remain untreated. I chose this because I suffer from bipolar disorder and ADHD, so I'm curious about the percentage of people who suffer from mental illness and how it affects them. Many low-income countries only allocate about 0.5% of resources on mental health resources, so this causes a lot of people to suffer through remaining untreated. So these were the charts I picked that are the most effective. Both charts identify psychological disorders and substance abuse disorders. They start from 1970 to 2016 and 1976 to 2018. I was surprised in the decrease in substance abuse disorders, but felt disheartened at the data on obesity, ADHD, depression, and ASD. I'm not shocked about the increase in marijuana use though, because it was recently legalized. So of course, people want to jump on the bandwagon. So if you look at these, they show the trend lines from kids ages 12 to 16. And nicotine is pretty high up there too, as you can see. Yeah. So this is the graph I find to be ineffective. So I believe this is ineffective because there's a decreasing linear trend by poverty level. Using a scatter plot would have been a better approach in representing the data because it would have had a better visual representation that correlates more with the data. Plus, I don't like the way the data has been set up. So it says that it has a decreasing linear trend, but you can't really see that because the way it's set up. They have, on one side, they have the Hispanic, non-Hispanic, and Black, and they have the federal poverty level. This does not tell us, this does not tell us who picked this. Less than 100%, that means how much money they make. It doesn't explain if this is the total population, and this is just the population who are different ethnicities. So, next part. What variables will I pick? So mental health, substance abuse, or both. I'd like to take a survey of American adults and use the data to construct a scatter plot. If I am to do the study, it needs to be an ongoing study, so I can measure the percent increase or decrease over time and calculate the trend lines. I would like to make a study to see if mental health disorders are decreasing in use and if mental health correlates with addiction and abuse. So I can make a scatter plot going up by year in the y-axis and percentage increase in the x-axis. The three variables I choose are addiction, mental health, and both. To collect data, I will use a quantitative research method by creating a survey to send home to students. This is considered an observational study because we are surveying members of a sample. I really believe addiction and mental health are coexisting disorders. I believe there's a very strong relationship between the two. This is called a dual diagnosis. 1 in every 4 individuals suffer from mental health. Addiction affects about 50% of those with bipolar. The probability of those with mental health issues to also have co-occurring addiction problems is higher than the percentage of people without a disorder. There's a huge relationship between addiction and mental health disorders. So I'm going to post my references in the chat, and that's it. That's my presentation. Thank you.